these off so I can, yeah, it's kind of stupid. I got to take my glasses off so I could read the screen. How you guys doing? Just kicking it here on this end. Been working a little bit on the painting there. And doing a little work around the pad, trying to build a fire pit. You know how it is. A little this, a little that. Yeah, this thing right here. What's going on? We got one person on so far. Hope you guys are having a good New Year. So far, it's January, so it's still, what's up? Yay! First guy on, Big Brian. What's up, brother? Everett Sanchez, what's going on? Smokey Brian, Snowden. It's going good, folks. What's up, JP? You know, it's Wednesday night, man, so I had to tune in and, you know, see how the Heart Intentions family's doing, right? Yeah. Let's see, where's the... I'm trying to figure out... Will, what's going on, brother? Happy New Year's. Daniel, what's up? Chris Negro, Wyoming, in the house. What's happening, brother? Negro. Oh, you're welcome, brother. Thank you for being you, bro. That's all I can say. You know, Lakewater, what's up? Thank you for being a friend, bro. I appreciate you 100. What's up, Ray? Jason Menifee, what's up? Everything's good here on this end? Everything's good. What's up, Big Mick? Yeah. Hey, Mick, you remember Brian from Merced, right? He's on tonight. He's tapping in for a minute. Yeah, he rode with me and the wife. Yeah, you know, I'm just kicking it. You know, I got a real shitty email the other day from a guy named Big Homie Two Piece. Canadian Bacon, what's up? Yeah, he said that I was holier than thou and that I was hustling my viewers. And I was like, wow, man. But he said once an inmate, always an inmate, which leads me to believe he's an ex-correctional officer pig, not a prison guard. The pups are doing good. The pups are doing good. Yeah, it leads me to believe he's a pig, you know? Everything comes out good, Mick. Jimmy boy, do it hard. Everything comes out good, Mick. I know when you do the talk and text, I was just kicking back. What's up, Ray Green? Will, let's see. I'm going to have to go out to the gate and see, bro, because I didn't see it. I could run out there right now, but we're live. Yeah, so Mr. Homie Two-Piece, Big Homie Two-Piece is probably an ex-prison guard. And he's probably, you know, he's probably real good at Folsom Karate. I'll go out to the gate and find out, bro. Okay. You know, we have the Laughlin, the Bullhead City River Run. It's called Mayhem, April 26th. So I might go down there and sell T-shirts, but when you guys ride through, I read the story about pigeon on a Vancouver Canadian prison yard is caught up in that. That's funny. You know, it's kind of a conundrum here. What's up, Troy? You know, I used to ride to Arizona every year with Brian and the fellas, and now I live in Arizona, so hopefully I'll be doing all right when you guys ride through, and I'll be able to meet you somewhere and ride here to the house, spend a night maybe, and then going up the bike week with you and go from there. Arizona Bike Week is before the Bullhead City thing. You know? Yeah, he's good at Folsom Karate, that guy. Mario. Oh, yeah, but one of your right things. Thank you, Kenny Hurley. What's up? Oh, I got this from Brian. It's a snap-on beanie. And I don't know what's up, Zach? Canadian Bacon. How close to Arizona? I live in Arizona, brother. Billabong Matt, what's happening, folks? That's right. Yeah, so they have Arizona Bike Week, and then later on, the 26th of April, I think they have the Bullhead City Mayhem. And we're going to probably set up a booth there and sell shirts, which is cool. Next year, never been to the States. Well, San Antonio, Texas, what's up? Hens NS. I can't pronounce that, sorry. But thanks for tapping in, bro. We did, Canadian Bacon. We lived in Placerville, but now we live in Arizona. I've never been to Tennessee. I wouldn't mind going. You know, oh, by the way, I'm picking up a bandsaw, Chris and Retro. Check out his channel. Kenny, what's up? I'm picking up a bandsaw Saturday. Good lacrosse team. I don't know. Nashville is beautiful. That's right. What's up, Roger Griggs? Bob, how you doing? Oh, yeah. Bob moved out to San Diego, Mick. Yeah. And he's quite a guy. I really appreciate Bob. He has a unique story. Yeah, so the Bullhead City run, it's called Mayhem. It's going to have a bunch of different stuff going on. We're going to probably sell. So what's cool about that is East Tennessee in the house. It's beautiful. Is we can go set up and sell shirts and then drive home and go back the next day. And we don't have to rent a motel like we did at that sorry ass Street Vibrations in Reno, Nevada. That place sucked. We lost all the expenses of getting there. We lost the Toro to Maple Leafs. That's right. Troy Adams, Smoky Mountain Nice Rides. That's right. Chris. Well, you know, Chris, where we live, it's a lot cheaper. Flagstaff's a big city, kind of, where we live, it's a little cheaper. You can buy property here pretty cheap. Uh, it's a lot nicer, you know. So I got a problem. The roof's leaking. It rained last night. I got big leakage here. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Yeah. So the Bullhead City thing. If you guys come out, Brian, that's after the Arizona Bike Week. So from Arizona Bike Week, you guys are gonna ride into Utah. And last time we went to Utah, we rode back through Las Vegas. So if I ride with you guys, we go to Vegas and I could shoot home and you guys could shoot home. So that'd be cool. Mendocino County, what's up, Mike? Marino. You got that Mendocino gold up there, brother. Yeah. Thanks for tapping in. Yeah, so that'd be nice, If I could, you guys could come and see the house, see the spread, the big goat ranch. Yeah, Zach, I'm actually, I have visited Tennessee. That's right. Yeah, and then we could cut out and go see, Scottsdale Bike Week thing. I'm not going to set up a booth there because they want like $1,500. Jessica Davis, money grows on trees in Mendo. Yeah, it does. I wouldn't mind having some of those trees around here. Yeah, if you guys go through Arizona and Utah again, and then back through Vegas, I could probably ride with you, which I would love, That's my riding crew, man. We rode it 2 years in a row. I missed the New Year's Day ride this year, but I can't wait. I love you guys, man, and I miss you. But, you know, we're always here on Wednesday nights. And, oh, Poacher, what's happening, brother? And, you know, modern technology, we're not that far away, you know. We'll be headed up there at the end of the month, Brian, to do my truck, drop my bike off to get a pipe made and pick up the truck. So, all you guys that know, they're truck aficionados. This truck, when it gets over 55 miles an hour, it starts shaking. It's my F-250 1980 that I'm going to drive home. It has a 302 in it. So my thinking is I want to change out the leaf springs and the bushings on the leaf springs and maybe the U-joints on the drive shaft and get the tires. I've got to get the tires balanced. They're very old tires, so that's right, Brian. Yeah, so I'll be up there hopefully the end of the month, Brian, to drop my bike off, to get a pipe made, and to drive that truck home. I want to put leaf springs with bushings and maybe U-joints on the drive shaft to see if that'll stop the shaking. Otherwise, I'm going to have to drive it home 600 miles, about 55 miles an hour. Chewy and the big dog are out there on the yard. The big dog is very bonded to me. I don't want to trailer that truck home, bro. It costs $1,500 to trailer that thing here. It's a 1980 F-250 with a 302. I don't know what that is, a Pitman arm, so. It causes shaking over 50 miles an hour, 55 around there. I don't know what that is. A Pitman arm, I don't know what that is. But, it, you know, now I got to drive that truck here. I'll look it up. What's up, Born Twice? Oh, wow. What's up, Big Mike? Jessica Davis could be the tire balance. I heard that. Good. That's right, Sean. It's the bar that goes across the front. Your zero fittings are on it. How do you like the Indian bike? I love the Indian bike. On any bike runs this year. Zert fitting. I'm gonna ride with the fellas, but that I should have the front end inspected before you throw any parts at it. I don't know what to change on the front end, so I don't know what to change on the front end, Mike. I really don't. I'm 6'4" and I'm 300 pounds, bro. I weigh 300 pounds. I fluctuate between 290 and 300. But I've been checking out this intermittent fasting. I don't have a schedule. That's right, Sean, because it costs money to get involved with the program, and I'm just kind of like thinking it's a good STB. I'm thinking it's a good thing to do, you know, the intermittent fasting. Instead of just doing the keto diet and all that bullshit, intermittent fasting is something I'm checking out. So, in the shop, let them and do the work yourself. Well, that's an idea, but the thing is, I have to drive my bike up to Placerville, drop my bike off, get the truck, and drive it home within a couple of days. So I don't know if I would have time to get the parts or what. And my friend Brian, who you see on here, is going to help me do the work. He's a BMW mechanic in Sacramento. So he can help me with the work. And by the way, if you need any work done on your BMW, Brian's the man. Let me know. It's not the front end that's shaking, no, it's the rear. Goat cheese. We got goats, but we haven't milked them, you know. But what's up, Big Oos? Good evening, brother. Yeah, so I'm gonna Even if I got to drive the truck home, always it's nice to see a rear end shaking. I love it. Yeah, so the rear end shakes, the bed when you're going over 55 miles an hour. My father-in-law thinks it's a shackles. Jason, that's right. Which that's the part that holds the leaf spring. I'm thinking it might be. I'm thinking it might be the bushings in the leaf spring and maybe the U joint. So I'm gonna do some research on it. I might have them. Ira Moss, yeah. Big Herc was just on Sean White, cool stuff. They talk about OG Badger on there. Oh, I loved it. Sean Atwood. Oh, Big Herc, he's a porno guy, right? Yeah. Big Oos, that's right, JP. Hey, Will, I'm gonna go out front and see, when we're done and check the see if there's a package drop. Tire separation. I heard balancing the tires can do some good. If it's the tires, I'm kind of fucked because I don't have the money. What's up, Daniel? Whoa! I don't have the money for new tires. I have maybe the money to get them balanced, but I don't have the money for new tires. The tires are probably 10 years old. They still got a lot of tread on them, but they are old. Does that make a difference? They don't drive it much. They used to drive it for, they used to use it for dump runs, basically. And they used to use it to haul scrap metal down to the scrap yard. They put a dumpster full of metal shavings in it, take it to the scrap yard. It's been overloaded with a metal lathe and heavy metal stuff. So that's why I'm thinking the bushings hard to leave the soil. That's right. I'm thinking the bushings are wore out on a leaf spring, so this is just a wait. It could be. So I'll get the tires balanced, You know what I'm saying? But bottom line, it's going to have to get me home. I don't care if I got to drive, 50 miles an hour. The good thing is this time of year in the desert, it's cold. So, hey, Mitch, what's up? Brian Hurley from Ohio. Holds air and has worthy tread depth. Run it. Oh, it's got plenty of tread depth. Not yet, Zach. That's right, Brian. One's the cheapest if you don't have the tire guy. Hello, my brother from. What's up, Sugar Smack? Love you, brother. Yeah, the tires might be an issue. They're about 10 years old. They got a lot of tread, but they are 10 years old at least. They've had the truck about 10 years, so, and they haven't changed the tires, so. But the good thing is bringing it home this time of year, it's not going to overheat in the desert. When I drive across the desert, it'll be nice and cool, which the motor loves, so. Oh, yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. When the belt slips on tire, they aren't round anymore. Yeah, I don't know about the tires, but I'm gonna get them balanced anyway, at least. So I took the pink slip. My father-in-law sent me the pink slip. Arizona has to be notarized, so I took a notarized signature pink slip down to the DMV. Check this out, Kingman, Arizona. I walk in the DMV. It's called the VDM, or so it's not the DMV. It's Motor Vehicle Department here, so it's MVD. I pull a little ticket out, and it says number 38. And I sit down, and they go, now calling number 38. I mean, it wasn't even 3 minutes. And so I go up there, and she's like, I go, I want to register this truck. And she's like, cool. And what year is it? Told her, oh, yeah, rear end shake better than the front. And I tell her it's 1980. Is it extra cab? Anything? No. Standard cab? Is it a long bed? No. Standard bed. Okay. 1 year is like, I don't know, $15, $20. 2 years, which I opted for, was $36. 5 years to register your truck for 5 years, $75. And so I opted for 2 years. So I got it registered for 2 years for $36. And I sent that to my mother-in-law. She was like, oh my God. Cool, Brian. Thank you very much, bro. I'll be up there around after the 21st, 23rd, around there, hopefully. I got to drop my motorcycle off to Hangtown Customs. Get a custom pipe built for my bike. It'll be the first Indian bike that he does a pipe for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It looks like this thing is blurry. There we go. I thought yeah, you can register your cars at my pad, bro. The peace pipe. Yeah, you can register. Look at that, how much clearer it is since I wiped that lens off. I knew it's kind of fuzzy. Yeah, so it was $36 for 2 years, but that's in 1980. My motorcycle is a 2022, so it's going to cost $370 a year or $1,300 and something dollars for 5 years. So I'm going to do it for a year because I don't have $1,300. But hopefully I'll start working pretty soon. Wow. That's right, Oos. If I get a job here, which I hope to, doing some retreads at Love's, they don't have money next year to do it for 5 years, you know. But yeah. So you see painting back here I'm working on for Bill. That's Bill. That's Bill out in the oil field. And I got the dog. That's Uncle Jackie. What are we working with here? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Boom. That's what we do here. I'm starting to focus more on the painting, you know, but it seems like every time I want to sit down and do some painting, that's right, brother, I got to do something. So tomorrow I have to drive the Needles and get the pink slip. I have to get a new title for the minivan because I lost it in the move. So I got to go over to Needles, get the title so I can register the minivan. And then I could get a power steering pump put in. It's one thing after another, right? But the minivan's a good deal. You know, it's been good. Yeah, what the? I still got the minivan, bro. I got it. I got to put a power steering pump in it, which, you know, I could probably do it myself, but it's a pain in the ass. You got to get underneath it, drain all the fluids. Needles is about 100 miles from my house. So when it rains, it pours. That's right. So, but I got homeboy Gary from Ace Tattoo Company in San Diego, lives close by. So he lives about, I don't know, 20 miles from Needles. So I'll stop by and see him and drop his knife off. He had a friend of mine make a knife sheath for his knife. So I picked it up and I'm going to take that to him tomorrow. Oh, by the way, Brian, how you like this beanie? What's that saying there? Snap on 100. I'm telling you, this beanie's just marvelous. Cycle and then drive to Needles, and there's a tattoo shop in Kingman. Stop by there because my homeboy Gary, he used to own Ace Tattoo Company in San Diego and Ocean Beach. He sold it. He sold the building, and he's trying to sell the business. He told me I should try to get a job in a shop, so I might do that. I don't know how to airbrush yet, but out in the garage you have an airbrush. How far are you from SI? What's SI? I don't know what SI is, Adam. SI. I don't know where SI is. I'm 80 miles from Vegas. I'm 40 miles from Kingman, and I'm 90 miles from Topak, and so on and so forth. It's a trip. It's Kingman's here. They got 40 goes out to Topak and Needles, 68 goes over to Bullhead, and 93 goes down to Vegas. So Kingman is kind of a hub, and it's a really cool area. There's painting. That painting's been killing me, but I love it. It's challenging. I don't know what SI is, bro. I don't know what SI is. SI. I don't know where that's at. Yeah, that's right, Jack. I would, I'm down for just about anything, really. The guy who said he could get me a job doing tire retreads at Love's, it's his cousin. Oh, Adam, you know him. Do you know him? I'm about 2 miles away. uh, yeah, anyway, his cousin works at Love's, and the beanie's great. My Snap-on guy threw in there. Is that right? Let's see, what's that say? Wow, that's cool. Well, tell him this beanie's great, because look, it's loose, and it's got a wire in it on top right here. So it keeps it, I love it. I got a big ass head, brother. I'm about 2 miles from him, though. Yeah. So the guy who can get me the job at Love's doing tire retreads, he's got COVID. So, and then my friend out here just got over COVID. It seems to be going around. It's a nasty deal, folks. Whether you're vaccinated or not, you can get it, and it's nasty. Look at that. You can see into the. Look at that. Let's see. You guys see this? See that clock up there? Yeah. Look at that. That's a flathead. I still like Harleys. I just happen to have an Indian. Yeah. But through the window, it's a garage. So I'm out here. This is a sun porch, they call it. And that's a big screen. I want to wall this off and maybe just frame it up and put plexiglass there. China. Maybe just wall off, put plexiglass windows. I don't care. Seal it up so I could put like a mini split in here. Tell Bronus' wife, happy if you're from in the. I will. Thank you, brother. He'll be glad to hear that. That way I could put a heater out here in the winter and it's cooler in the summer. I feel it's, yeah, and this roof leaks. I got to fix that. Take a little labor, but I can do it. I mean, they built the damn thing, and they weren't the smartest cookie in the shop, The problem is, California they do background checks that go back 7 years. The problem in Arizona, they go back your whole life. And they asked me one job, they sent me a message and asked me, what about this conviction for second-degree murder in 1979? And so I knew right there I was kind of fucked, But, I was a kid. So I responded. I was a juvenile at the time, right? So, here's the deal. And this is for anyone, actually. Law enforcement, prisons, employers out here in the world, your neighbors. How long are you going to hold a grudge? I was a juvenile at the time. I got my commitment. And it's like, how long are people going to hold a grudge, right? How long are you going to hold shit against people? People change. People grow up. And, you look at the interview I did with Bobby Barminski. He went through a lot of pretty rough shit. They do me like that. Yeah, it sucks, Troy. How do you overcome that? Bobby went through a lot of shit in life, man. And I can tell you, I know when he was a young man, I know some of the stuff he went through in Unpleasant Valley Prison, and I know some of the stuff that I seen him go through when he was with me in CMC, and I know about his life out in the world after he got out. He broke his leg. They got to amputate his leg maybe. But, you know, people change. I've seen him change, and for the better. Um, some people still do some bad shit, but they've changed. You know, it's just a process, and everybody's process is different. Um, you know, one thing I like about the program is 12-step stuff. Is, you know, one thing they teach is not to take inventory on other people. Um, and so if we can get over that, and people that are involved in the, you know, criminal lifestyle, that was a big thing for me. I should take inventory on people. You know, that was a common phrase. I made some of the best, yeah, the best employees ever. That's right, Chris and Retro. Hey, bro, I'm going to pick up a bandsaw Saturday. I'm getting there. I got to put 220 out in the workshop so I can plug in that table saw I got. Yeah, I got a spindle sander, drill press, table saw. I'm getting a bandsaw. I'm getting there, bro. Yeah, so check out Chris and Retro's channel, please. He's a good dude with a good message. Yeah, you know, it was easy to sit around, give a motherfucker a chance. True Colors show, yeah. Tell them to kick rocks if they're lame. That was my thing, you know, when I was a fucked up dude, and just rats. Yeah, there you go, Brian. You know, if a motherfucker's a rat, if a motherfucker's a child molester, or he's out raping women, or doing bad shit to old people, you know, whatever. But in general, you know, like I used to sit around the pin, load line crank, and, you know, yeah, that guy's a piece of shit, and that guy did this, and that guy did that, and I think that guy's a rat, and that's prison. And you know what? When I quit using, and I got in the room there in prison, I stopped doing that shit. It took me a while because that's ingrained behavior. I got started at Adams Plumbing Electric, and then I bought 6 million. Wow. Well, you know, someone told me we got 2 acres next to us, and someone said you should put some cargo containers there as rental, as storage, and rent out storage units for X amount of money. And so that's an idea. But yeah, so when I quit using dope, when I flushed a 1/4 ounce of crank down the toilet, and then, you know, I just quit using, quit buying, using, and selling dope, all that shit kind of went out the window. But that's ingrained behavior, and it takes a long time to get rid of it. Um, you know, and the thing was, I had to realize, why am I taking inventory on somebody else when I got a lot of fucking problems myself? I'm not the greatest guy in the world most of the time. You know, we had certain rules of conduct that we live by, meaning, I'm watching the fog come out of my mouth. um, you know, we don't fuck with women, children, old people. We don't fuck with citizens. We had certain, you know, but yeah, I was still a fucked up dude. It took me a long time to realize, hey, I'm just as fucked up as the guys that I'm taking inventory on. So why am I taking inventory on them? Uh, Storage containers. That's about it. um, and so why are they taking inventory on us? You know, I'm not a big fan of government of California. I think their commie cocksucker Gavin Newsom needs to hit the road, along with his aunt Nancy Pelosi, piece of shit Pelosi, whatever. But one thing California did do right was they're not allowed to ask you on your application if you've been convicted of a felony. I choose temperature when it's called for. That's right, who's in Arizona, they do ask you, have you been convicted of a felony? If so, what? I always put 17 years old at the time. But in California, they're not allowed to ask you, and they only go back 7 years. So, state's lien laws. Yeah, I'd have to figure that out. But the thing is, I don't know if my neighbors want a bunch of cargo containers. That would be 2 lots down from us. That'd be 2 acres away. But I don't know if we want to do that to our neighbors. But it'd be a good little income. I quit drinking. I had to look at who I was hanging around with. My circle got a lot smaller, and I am better for it. Yep, yep, yep. Uh, yeah. So let's see. Michael, a recovering alcoholic addict, I'll have the stinking thinking for life. As long as I don't pick up, I can catch myself. That's right. Uh, what's up, Big Whack? Yeah, but California only federals might go all the way back, but California only goes back 7 years. So, Tank Dog, what's up? Because I got a guard card in California. I was going to work for Allied Universal. Over here, they ain't giving it up. So, I'm going to have to focus on my art, my wood. 13 Kings, what's up? What's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. You haven't heard from T Killer for a while. Hope he's doing all right. White Powder Holmes. Tank Dog trying to get over. Oh, shit, Tank. Seems like everybody I know's got that fucking COVID shit, bro. It really does. It seems like everybody's got that crap, man. Yeah. It's bad. My friend's here just got over it, and he's 68 years old, and it took him a while. Let me sit that over there. It took him a while. It just, man. Yeah, so bottom line is they're going to check me on my paperwork and say, oh, you're a felon and you're fucked. But I got my art and I got my wood. So here's the deal. Well, Tank, rest, bro. Just rest up, brother from another mother. Yeah, Tank Dog, just rest, Drink fluids and rest. When I had that shit, I just wanted to sleep. That's all I wanted to do. Eating ice cream. That's right. Well, drink a lot of fluids and rest, brother. Yeah, my friend that just had it recently, he gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day, sometimes 3, does leather work. If you guys need custom leather work, let me know. And when he had that COVID, even once it was done, PHU yard still. Yeah, he might. One foot in front of the other, brother. Yeah, so he was sleeping till 8 in the morning, and his wife was like, dude, he never does that. So I'm glad he's over it, too. Facebook mentions your home. You're well, OG Wood. Yeah. So, Tank rest and drink lots of fluids. Yeah, Mike Thompson is Mike Thompson. I did a video because I didn't like the bullshit, but bottom line is he's on every channel. He's got his own channel. Where's it thanking anyone who has COVID? That's right, Zach. Let's give some prayers and positive vibes out to Tank Dog and anybody who's got that, but especially Tank Dog. He's a mark in the park. Take care, JP. Thanks for tuning in, brother. And I want to tell you something, man. Like when I was on parole, hi everyone. That's right. Thanks, Tank Dog. When I was on parole, my parole officer goes, hey man, there's a guy that just got out. He's a younger guy. He was like 30 something years old. He did about 15, 17 years. And he feels like a fish out of water. Oh boy, trying to become a pimp on YouTube now. Yeah, he is. Brian Wood, what's up? I do check my Facebook occasionally, but I got several different accounts. The one with the motorcycle painting is me. Or Mitch Smiley 790 on Instagram. Mitch Smiley on Facebook. I got several different ones. I actually got one I made when I was in San Quentin. Get at me, bro. I'd like to meet you, and I don't mind riding out to Vegas and having lunch. I got a homeboy that lives out there, so take care, Oos. That's right, JP. Yeah, so I go and meet this guy. I go, you want me to meet this guy or what? And he goes, yeah, would you try to, help him out? And so I go meet this guy, and he's my size, but he's like 35, something like that, 36, younger guy. And he's like, just got a pin, and I'm like, all right, and he said, I feel like a fish out of water. And he was in a fucking program that was supposed to be a Christian program, but the guy running the program is a real piece of work. He's a manipulator. That's right, Brian. Yeah, I'm out here. I'm only 80 miles away. Depends what I got going on. It's only a bike ride away, right? I got a homeboy that lives out there I grew up with. So, yeah, be cool to ride out and see you. And you ride, so maybe we can cruise around and have lunch. I've never been to Hogs and Heifers. I don't know what they got to eat in there, but I've seen it on Instagram. That's right, Brian. Yeah, hit the like button, please. Brody Pumpernickel still wants to interview Big. That's right. So I go and meet this guy, and he's a big kid, and he's upset, and he's a little angry. He was training dogs in prison, and he's a tough guy. He's got some martial arts skills. He's big. He's yoked, and I find out, he paroled from the SNY yard, and I was like, all right. And so I chat with him, and I talk to him about certain stuff. He doesn't use drugs. He's a Christian. He basically he was a gang member and from the streets, I guess, or whatever. And he went to an SNY yard, and he because he wanted to change his life, and he did change his life. I asked him one time. He's a tough motherfucker. And I asked him, remember when the fighting thing was going on with Cholo and whatever? I said, hey man, I want to set up a fight with you and this guy Boxer, that NF dropout, and we'll do the money, and you can make a lot of money and this and that, because I know he whooped that dude's ass. And he says, let me think about it. And they told me, hey, bro, he goes, I'm just trying to lay low and live my life. And he goes, I don't think Jesus would want me to go beat that guy's face in for money, right? He said, and so that told me right there, and it's making me still down. I am down, bro. I am, Sugar Smack. Get at me at Mitch Smiley 790 or Mitch at hardintentions.com. Let me know. We'll hook it up. So anyway, what's up, Nate? How you doing, brother? Everything's good. And so I saw right there that dude was serious about his religious convictions. He didn't use drugs. He got married. I talked to him about his marriage, and he's like, he's committed to his wife. He's committed to his church. He's Protestant religion. Hear the coyotes? So to me, that's right, Sugar Smack. And we love Kel, and we just got him in our hearts for real. Chin up, chest out, brother. That's right. That's our motto. So yeah, he checked in, and he paroled, but while he was in prison, he was in a dog training program. He got involved with Christianity, got some trades. He's been working. He's doing all the right stuff. So I have no My issue is with guys who drop out of prison gangs or drop out of just life. They're not even dropouts because they're not gang members. They just run off to a PC yard and then they want to join a PC gang and be a tough guy on a PC yard. I don't understand that. I really don't. That's right, Sugar Smack. We got love for you, brother. So guys like Mike Thompson that get out of prison after, especially Mike Thompson, dude. Guys like that, guys that are involved with extorting their own race, killing people, extorting people, pressuring people, making people live in fear, and then they drop out. All right, you dropped out, cool. And then you get out of prison and whatever, He's fighting a case right now. What they say, right? Where there's smoke, there's fire. So that I got issue with that shit, man. I really do. If you quit and then you want to go on and continue being, I saw him on Cinnamills. He's got a knife and woo 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 and that, and this is how you use a knife and a killer. Dude, if you're truly have some kind of redemption going on, it's for your bullshit. They're the door back there. That's right. Coyotes are right here, bro. They're right on the other side of the fence. Yeah, if you're truly that, then you don't walk around and I will, Sugar Smack. You don't walk around and pretend that you're some big time killer still. Just because you held some guy by the hair through the bars while someone else stabbed him, yeah, loser. Anyways, somebody's riding their quad. You can ride your quad on the street out here or your side by side. Yeah, if you're going to quit all the way. That doesn't mean that I have respect for it, but just means if you're gonna quit all the way. Don't quit halfway. Don't half step. You half step through your career as a fucking criminal because you were just looking for your exit, waiting for the day that you were gonna have to take that way out. So now things are changing. Yeah, you can ride your quads out here. This is a wild, wild west, baby. I love it. What's going on here? Oh, shit. My brush container fell over. $50 folks on. Please like and subscribe and share. Yeah, if you're gonna sign up for the ride, I've said it before, finish it out. If you're gonna quit, stay out of the mix, right? So here's the deal now. From what I watch this, I just YouTube gives you a feed, and I watch this one feed, and it said, she said there. They're cool. Coyotes just running around like wild dogs, The mountain lions are out here too. We're safe, really, they don't want to mess with people. They're just, we're in their area, The other day I took the wife to work. We're 7 in the morning. We're driving down Main Street, and there were 2 coyotes walking up the street, just like strutting, just walking up Main Street like they owned it, and they're healthy. They look like giant German shepherds. Yeah, it's a trip. And I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry for it. But so here's the deal. 7-Eleven manager. Wes Watson, Mike Thompson. I don't know if that, I don't have a lot for Wes Watson. I see he has a new channel. It's a workout crew, and they're out on the tennis court. And he says it's this mega mansion that he owns and all that shit. And that's cool. It's a workout crew. Uh, but I really don't think Wes Watson would lower. Agree 100%. That's why you changed the channel. That's right. I don't think Wes Watson would lower himself to collaborating with Mike Thompson. Was that Mike Thompson's actual reputation in prison while he was active in that gang? I have a friend that was in the shoe, and all the wannabe guys would talk about everybody, but they never talked about Mike Thompson. So there you have it. You know, to me, he was just another fucking guy. Like I say, you know, holding somebody by the hair while somebody else stabs him. Yeah, coyotes here weigh probably 80 to 100 pounds. But there's a lot of rodents out here for me to eat. You know, hey, look, Mike Thompson, you know, he was tough, you know, before he got in the gang. He was involved with a baseball bat incident. I heard he broke a bat on somebody. So to break a baseball bat on somebody's body, that's a pretty powerful dude. And he was tough. He wasn't a coward. But you know, he hooked up with the prison gang and got in over his head, and you know, he found out how serious some people are about certain things, and when his number was going to be punched, he checked out. You know, hey, check it out, man. It ain't no joke. And so here's what I'm telling you. I watch this other channel, and so guys PC up because they're tired of politics, they're scared, they're going to be hit, or they've been hit, or they're in debt, or whatever. Then they go to a PC yard. Some guys go to PC yards so they can program and try to get the fuck out of prison or be comfortable or just relax. They want to be left the fuck alone, whatever. I know a guy whose brother was on a PC yard doing a lot of that, and he said his brother told me it's just kind of like old school prison, like people don't fuck with you unless you're in the mix. But what happened was a lot of these guys went to PC yards and they started PC gangs. 2-5, Northern Riders. I guess there's a bunch of other ones now. And so they're preying on people on the PC yards, S&Y yards, right? And so I heard they're going to mix the S&Ys with the general population. So I guess what's really happening on the level 1s and level 2s, I guess they're doing that, and most of them, and some level 3s. But what's really happening is some of these guys that are so on the main line, if you're a gang member, they validate you as a gang member. You got association that get points like, oh, you got a letter from somebody in your cell, or you got a roll call list, you got a photograph, you got whatever. They validate you, right? Rats validate you. So prison guards say, you're a validated member of this prison gang. So now they have validated members of PC prison gangs. Guys on the S&Y yards who are in prison gangs, S&Y prison gangs, are being validated. And so what's happening is, I guess, they're going to take away their S&Y status and put them on the main line. So a lot of these guys are in ad seg, and they're going to transfer them to regular general public, non-program designated facilities. So now they have program facilities and non-program facilities. So they're going to transfer these guys to a non-program facility. And, you know, the guy that made this statement on this other prison YouTube channel is saying that, you know, hey, these guys are going to go and Kenneth Papa Peterson, what's up? I need tools. Um, 1 second. Let me finish my train of thought, brother. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you so much. So these guys are in that seg. They're losing their SNY status, and they're going back. So they dropped out of a prison gang. And so now they're in a new gang. They're a PC gang. And now they're going to be sent back to the main line. Well, guess what? On the main lines, High Desert, the Bay, they're killing people. Delano, they're killing people on a regular basis. Some of these guys are going to go to level 4 prisons from SNY back to level 4 GP non-designated program facility. And they're going to bring their ass full of razor blades and whatever. Guess what? As soon as they get there, those guys that are on that yard, they already got weapons. They already got their shit together, and they're going to know you're there. And as soon as you step out on the yard, they're not going to give them dudes a chance to come out and act like they're going to, oh, please, leave me alone, and then do a little PC move on the side. A shell of a man formerly known as John Wolf. What's up, brother? Let's get that full man back, bro. Fuck being a shell of a man. So them dudes that are going to GP yards from SNY because they were tough guying it up, I got no sympathy for them. You've been preying on people who just want to lay down and lick their nuts, whether you like them or not. Hey, fam, what's up, Connor Lewis? Long time fucking subscriber member. Look at that. Thank you, brother. So they're in trouble. They're gonna be killed. They're not gonna have a chance to come out and slash somebody up with a razor blade, or they're gonna be murdered. It's gonna be very, very fucking ugly, and I'm looking for updates. Do I need carpenter tools? Look, I have a shed over here. I'm gonna have to do a live with Mr. Tommy. Not a whole lot, bro. It's very brief. All I know about Blinky is that he was a good dude. He has a very good reputation. He was whatever he was. But he was a fair dude and a good dude. And even my friend Danny Dog talked pretty good about him, So I have a big, giant shed. It's probably 12 feet wide and it's pretty deep. I'm going to do a live over there one of these days. Because we have Starlink, it'll work, Wi-Fi. So I want to make humidors, wooden toys, jewelry boxes, hope chests, chessboard tables, all the stuff that I used to make in a hobby shop in prison. I want to make out here. That's my goal. I want to have a wood shop, carpenter tools I could use, squares. Imagine I could use hammers, drills, clamps, any clamps, but really I need a planer and a joiner. So Kenneth Papa Peterson, let me know where you live. If it's in the works, when I get my truck, I'll drive out there. I do need a planer and a joiner. Debo Green, what's going on, brother? Oh, wow, Wisconsin's a long ways. Well, maybe we can figure something out. Kenneth, I'm at mitch@heartintentions.com is my email. Mitch Smiley790 on Instagram. I also have a Facebook. It's got a painting of a motorcycle picture. Contact me and we'll work it out. But I need a planer, a joiner. I got a cheap bandsaw coming. I have a table saw. It's from the 1940s, early 50s, but it's a good saw. It's got a lot of cast parts on it. I'm getting it together slowly, If you're carpenter or woodworker, what do you think would have been the ultimate fate of Mike Thompson? He did not request for PC and stayed in the GP. Wow. He would have been killed, bro. Kenneth Pop, please, can you, Mitch @heartintentions.com is my email. And Zach's been a member for 21 months, brother. Let's see that again. It's an honor to Smileys and everyone else. Thank you to everyone. This is my therapy. Thank you, Zach, for being a member for so long, bro. I see your text, Brian. Yeah, it's Mitch at heartintentions.com, and it's also Mitch Smiley 790 on Instagram. Man, what a blessing, dude. I don't know what we can work out. I might be able to hire somebody to ship it. Wisconsin's a long ways away. You know, Jimmy Barnfield's a friend of mine that I was in prison with, and he lives in Wisconsin. That's how we do it, Zach. That's right, brother. Stay down, Zach. That's right. All right, Kenneth, I will contact you. Constitutional Riders. I see it. I'm on my phone tonight, so Constitutional Riders. I like that. Are you like a motorcycle club? Is that a motorcycle club that's down for the Constitution? Or I love it. Oh, by the way, did you see the new Congress said fuck Joe Biden and the IRS? Did you guys see that? They're saying, hey, all that hiring 87,000 IRS agents to carry guns and kick in doors so they could take your piggy bank. No, they defunded it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Joe Biden and fuck the IRS. And pardon my language. You know? That dude wanted to hire, and the left. That dude wanted to hire 86 or 87,000 IRS agents and license them to carry guns and kick in your door because you didn't pay your taxes. So the new Republican Congress said, fuck that. They killed the funding for that and they did away with that shit. So just remember, that's just the first attempt. You know, that's right, Troy. That's just the first attempt. They're not going to stop, people. I don't care if Donald J. Trump or DeSantis down in Florida gets elected for president. We're getting jobs. We need Trump. We could use Trump, Brian, but we could also use DeSantis. This guy, what's his name? Getz or whatever. He nominated Donald J. Trump for Speaker of the House. You know, we need somebody in there with some common sense. Who's down for America. That's right, Kenneth. Who's down for America, not fucking you in the butt while they make a fortune funneling money to Ukraine, right? It's just, it's just disgusting. We need a common sense man in there to do common sense stuff. That's right, Oos. They dig up my background and smut me to death, but, whatever. Common sense and that's not common anymore. But, so thank God for the new Congress for doing away with that shit, Constitutional riders. I love that. I love it. Ahmed, what do you mean crap? Yeah, fuck Joe Biden. I just think it's unbelievable, where our country's going, and I just thank God that people have stepped up at least with that and said, hey, fuck the IRS. We're not funding that. That's a blessing in itself, because now they need to do away with this $600 limit on, it used to be like $20,000 and 200 gigs, America is great. uh, America's a great place, man, and thank God we have some people in Congress that are doing away with that. I'd like to see them do away. It used to be 200 side gigs and $20,000. Then you had to report it. Now it's any job, a side gig that earns you $600 or more, you have to report it to the IRS. That's bullshit, man. They just want to, what happened to pay your fair share, multi-millionaire, billionaire? I don't care if he's a Muslim, long as he's an American. You know, it's the thing about America. Yeah. Go bank transfers, goers to IRS. Yeah, $600. Yeah, see? That's bullshit. Yeah, that's the thing about America, right? You can be a Muslim, you can be a Christian, you can be a Hindu, you can be a devil worshiping atheist, whatever you want to be. That's the thing about this country, right? Mexicans for chump, chulo gato. That's right, brother. I don't know if that's what he's saying, but suck it. But if he's saying Biden's crap, then that's cool. you know, I like Johnny Cash. He said, America gives you the freedom to burn the American flag, and people started booing. He says, no, wait a minute, that's what I like about this country is you have the right to burn the American flag. He says, but if you burn my flag, I'm going to shoot you. Johnny Cash was the man, dude. This country affords you every right you could ever imagine. And unfortunately, you're fitting just well in Texas. We will always welcome folks like you, sir. Thank you, Diesel. I'm in Arizona, not far away and not much difference, brother. There's a state between us and Arizona. I have relatives in Texas, and I will be going down there to see them. But in Arizona, people carry sidearms openly and concealed without a permit. You can buy ammunition on the side of the road and guns. I was down at Homeboy's pad, and the guy had a big, what was it, AR-15 with a scope and all kinds of shit, and he had a 9mm, and he also had a black powder. I'm a Christian, Lebanese, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I love what America used to be. Well, hey, brother. Ahmed Latif. Thank you. And you know what? Let's you and me and all of us in the Heart Intention family to be. Let's make this country what it's supposed to be, not what it used to be. Ahmed, let's make it what it's supposed to be, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that's why we're in Arizona. And that's why we do this live. And that's why we make videos. We're doing our part. So Ahmed's a Christian from Lebanon. He's a Lebanese Christian. And so, if you know history, the Marines, we lost like 200-something Marines over there in a bombing because the Lebanese militia was Christian, and they were, it's still the biggest, greatest country on earth, bro, but we need to bring it back to its greatness. full on, But anyways, the Christian militia from Lebanon was working with the Israelis against Muslim radicals, and that's when we sent Marines over there, and they bombed the barracks, and a bunch of Marines died. But the Christian militia of that's right, Tank Dog. The Christian militia, that's right, Ahmed. Thank you. And you know what? I don't know how you found my channel, but thanks for tuning in, Ahmed. So I may be right. Maybe you can correct me, but the Christian militia was working with the Israelis against the extremists, the Muslim extremists at that time. 250 soldiers died. That's right. Yeah. And it was not the Christian militia that bombed them. Let's just leave it at that. And I do believe that Lebanon used to be called what was it called? The Riviera of the Middle East. Lebanon was a place people used to go to vacation. It was a beautiful place, and now it's gone to hell. Iran did it. Yep. And so the people that were Christians in Lebanon were ran out or killed or murdered, and now they're here. And so, I think we should welcome people like Ahmed. He's a Christian. I fought pirates, piranhas. I said retracted. You know, uh, it might be. Lebanon is still the best country in the Middle East. It might be, brother. Blame them for their actions. Here's the deal, Mario. I didn't elect Nancy Pelosi. The people in her district elected him. I didn't elect Adam Schiff. The people in his district elected him. You see what I mean? So this moron, this lurch-looking dude from Pennsylvania just got elected. I can't remember. I didn't elect that guy. But here's the deal. There's another thing about America. If somebody gets in office and you don't like them, vote them the fuck out. Impeach them. Start a campaign to impeach them. Unfortunately, the biggest state in the country with the biggest economy, California, is run by some of the worst people in the country. Mario Gonzalez, that's right, brother. California is a good state, but it's just run by some really shitty people. There's some really great people in California. I have a lot of friends in California. Brian tapped in earlier. He's my friend. They live out there and they don't like it. But they're locked into a program, a way of life that they grew up around, and it takes a lot to pack your shit and move. That's the thing about this, bro. And I'm glad you tapped in with us tonight. Norwalk, California here. That's right, Tank Dog. California has just been taken over by left-wing assholes, and it's a beautiful state. The wife and I saw a thing on Instagram the other day. California used to be considered paradise. It has a forest. It has 600 miles of beach. Nobody messes with Lebanon, the Middle East. All right. They got oil. They got minerals. They got the forest. They got the rivers. They got the ocean. And from Whittier, Cal. I can't go back, bro. In Whittier, I was in Fred C. Nellis. Felix, much love and respect you and your heart and family. Oh, Big Sky. I've been to Townsend, Montana. Yep. Well, Israel probably could fuck with just about anybody, but I don't know if they want to fuck with Lebanon. But yeah, so California was paradise, but now it's become hell. And people are moving out of California to places, they have instant retaliation. They're moving to Arizona and Texas and calling Arizona and Texas paradise. Places that Californians used to call hell are now paradise because California has become hell. So it's and you had to see the clip, but it's really kind of sad. That greed and all that shit has just ruined California and New York and a few other places. It's really kind of fucking sad. But on the other hand, it's a blessing because we have our own home here. We can afford, and we love it. And we have some freedom. We have some friends. I wear a helmet everywhere I go, but you don't have to wear a helmet. When I was in Fred C. Nellis, I was in a dorm with 4 white dudes, about 30 blacks, and Flagstaff. Greg Ayala, move there, brother. Yeah, bunch of blacks, 15, 20 Mexicans, and 4 whites. And so we got the fucking blues. We used to fight all the time. It was a fucked up place, but it taught you how to fight and how to be. It taught you some yeah, taught you some real deal shit. Because I grew up in a place where there's no gangs, there's very few minorities. Most of the Hispanic dudes that I knew, I didn't even realize they were Mexican. They were just like us. They rode bikes and they dressed like us, talked like us, act like us. You know, we had an Indian reservation outside of Lakeside, and so I wasn't really hip to racial shit and gangs and drugs. And I went to Nellis and got my eyes opened, you know. Yeah, it was a fucking rough place to be as a kid, I'll tell you that. I was 13, 14 when I was there, and I was on a unit with guys that were anywhere from 18 to 25 years old. So it was fucked up. Uh, I didn't dig it. But it's part of who I am, right? It's part of my past, and it's part of what made me what I am now. So what's funny is, you know, in Corcoran and later on in CMC West and other places, in Tracy, I ran into guys that I was in Nellis with, and you know, they're Crips and Bloods, Pyrus, and you know, I sat down on a bench and talked to them, and we'd see each other on the yard and we'd chat. I'd chat with some of them guys towards the end of my term more than I would talk to some of the white dudes on my yard. We had a fucking history, and they were real deal gangster fucking dudes. And I said, man, look at this shit, what we've been through. And one of them told me, man, look what they done to us, you know? So, you know, even though they were another race, they realized, you know, you know, it wasn't a race thing. It was a class thing. And I said, yeah, look what they done to us, you know? I know one of them guys is out now. What did you think of the Mike Thompson knife demonstration recently? Yeah, I didn't really watch it, Mr. Tommy. Uh, you know, if you have, I mean, how do I put this, man? If you are, yeah, they're solid motherfuckers. If you are have some kind of redemption going on, if you're repentant for the fucking people you murdered, you know, in your gang life, you preying on people, killing people, all that bullshit that you did. If you're repentant and you've changed from the heart, uh, you know, why are you on TV talking about knife fighting and how good you are at it? That's what I think about that Mike Thompson knife fighting skills bullshit on Cinemills. Why are you doing that? You know, look, man, right? Oh, where the fuck is it? It's on the kitchen table. I got a couple knives, and if somebody wants to fuck around, they can find out. But in general, Mario grew up in South San Diego, and Lakeside was considered the wild, wild west. That's where I grew up, brother. You know, that's where I grew up. It was the wild, wild west, bro. And if you look at my interview with Black Dragon, he even says, you know, when they rode out to Lakeside, they would ride out there, see the people they had to see, and ride. You know, Lakeside was a rough town. And what's up, home dirt, Mario? That's right. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I got a couple knives. I have a big knife my friend from Texas sent me, Roger. Thank you so much. Well, Mike Thompson used to deliver wolf tickets, and cash them in. When he was a young man, he was in Tracy. He was a baseball bat guy. He was involved with that. He was involved with some shit. But, in general, he's a fucking piece of shit. He fabricated lies against people, testified against people, told lies against people on a witness stand, helped law enforcement to convict people. Anyway, fuck all that. Now he's out here acting like he's still a fucking killer extraordinaire. If you have convergence of heart and you're repentant of your fucking sins against your own people. Les Duffy, what's up? Robert should have done him in. Yep, he should have. He wanted to, from what I hear. That's why he quit. But he was in Folsom, and he was in. One was in Folsom and one was in Quentin. But he just couldn't reach out fast enough before he dropped out and turned rat. So if you have a convergence of heart and you've changed your ways, I think they still have the Lakeside Rodeo, bro. Trucking with old Snapper, what's up, brother? Yeah, I do. I really do. I do. I think are you talking about Robert? You're talking about Blinky. I think Blinky would have took Mike Thompson down, no problem. I don't know, the dirty. Those are the worst. I agree, Zach. I saw something about that old Snapper. Well, see, Dexter, thank you so much, bro. And you know what? Love and respects to you and yours. I hope 2023 treats you great. OC Dexter, thanks for tuning in, bro. It's really technical or actually hackers. I don't know what it was. I don't watch the news, so I don't really know. All I saw is a bunch of flights got grounded and all that kind of stuff. It might have been, Roger. Here's the deal, man. You're talking about somebody who went to the grave in prison who probably should have got let out. But he got convicted because this guy testified against him. I think so, Brian. Look, this guy testified against him. He probably lied. He was probably coached by the FBI and the prosecutor. He convicted him. And the reason he testified against him was he knew that he wanted to kill him. That one guy, he was in the hat. And so he got his revenge by testifying against the guy who put him in the hat. That's the bottom line. When you get involved with gang life, go to the grave in prison behind a dirty liar and trying to save themselves. I think you're right, old Snapper. So you get involved with gang life. Who told you that he was in the hat? Mr. Tommy. Mr. Tommy, are you Mike Thompson, bro? For real? Are you, Mr. Tommy? Because it's common knowledge he was in the hat with that guy that he testified against, right? It's common knowledge. So when you get involved with prison gangs, especially, you got guys who have egos, and you have guys that are committed wholeheartedly, especially back in the day. And some guys are just in it for the ride, That's Roger. Thank you, bro. So guys are committed. Guys are going to take it to the grave. Guys are going to ride it to the end. They're going to do what they got to do when they got to do it. Other guys are just in it for the fun and games, the money, the dope, the prestige, the power. They get a fucking jolt. They get a high when they could tell some guy, hey, I'm I'm a member of whatever, right? Where's the mods? Tommy. Come on, Mike Thompson. Is that you, Mike? Come on. So they're in it for the wrong reasons. A lot of guys do time, bro, and they don't get involved with gangs. They just don't. A lot of guys do. The majority of people that go to prison never get involved with gangs. They just don't. Well, Mr. Tommy, you're asking questions. It sounds like you're Mr. Thompson himself. Yeah, so you're gonna have guys that are committed wholeheartedly to what they sign up for. They're gonna ride it to the end, and they're gonna see you or that guy or this guy, and you say, you know what, that guy's faking, and they're gonna use them up, and right before they figure they're gonna flip like Thompson did, they're gonna have him killed. Or they're gonna try to kill him. That's how it used to be. These guys are smart. They knew this guy's just in it for all the wrong reasons, and this guy's in it for real, and this guy's not. And it was a chess game for them guys. It was a political power game. It was that's how they got their fucking fix, I guess. I don't know. I just never wanted to have power over another human being. I just never wanted to be a part of something where other people had power over me. I'm my own fucking man. If someone's my friend, I'm gonna ride or die with them. If someone's my friend, I'll take it to the grave with them if I have to. And you know what? Also, if I can elevate them, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna help them. If I can help somebody come up, I'm gonna help them do that. And if somebody's a threat to my friend, and I'm with them, when that threat comes, I'm gonna roll with them. The first 5-6 years was just. Oh wow. Later in his time, but never said why. I've never approached. Thank you, Kenneth. Yeah, you bring him up, not down. Mario, in my days, no one spoke of those made guys, and if you did, hush it, hush. Yeah, that's how it was. You didn't talk about, especially guys from your crew, bro. Guys from the mob, you didn't talk about them. White dudes would talk openly about, guys in white prison gangs, and believe me, your average white dude didn't like prison gangs. The white prison gangs, because they were a threat to them. And they were a threat because they were a coward, or they were a threat because they're a good dude and they would force them to stand up and take a stand, But, the bottom line is, if you're semi-smart, you get involved with some shit that gets you sent to prison, and you're, like I say, you're semi-smart, then you're going to realize, I don't want to be involved with this. And there are ways to keep yourself from getting involved. And there's also ways to keep yourself from being a target of their predatory behavior. You don't fuck with drugs. You don't sell drugs. You don't use drugs. You don't gamble. You don't get involved in the fucking black market. By that, I mean, you could have a 2-for-1 store. You sell top ramen soups, sodas, candy bars, hot sauce, canteen items, bags of chips, 2-for-1. Guy buys 4 soups. I don't know what they are now. Say they're 25 cents a soup. He's got to give you back 8 soups, 2-for-1, right? I ran a 2-for-1 store for a while, but even that can get you in a mix. Some guy might roll up on you and thinks he's somebody and say, hey, give me a couple sodas. Well, a couple sodas. Well, cool. You owe me 4 sodas. Now, fuck that. Just give them to me. What are you going to do? Stay out of the mix. If you don't want to be challenged, if somebody's approached, what are the repercussions for saying no? Yeah, so stay out of the fucking mix, and you're not gonna be preyed on, and that's now if you feel like you're man enough to stand up and say, hey, fuck you, there's a choice to make. Well, trucking with old Snapper, if he's your bro, he made a choice. If you got love for him, just stay in touch with him. If he's a validated gang member, um, just pray to God he doesn't have to do anything that harms other people, um, or jeopardizes his own life. And just pray that in the end he'll realize he made a decision that's it's going to rob him of a lot of stuff, and hopefully he can snap out of it and get on track. 50 years old ain't shit, bro. I got out of prison when I was 56, 57 years old. Just let them know you love them and you're there for them, bro. That's all you can do. And let them know that people that got life without the possibility of parole are getting out of prison. Yeah, I think so, Les. Yeah, So just know, when you go to prison, gangs don't just run up on guys that are your everyday average motherfucker, right? They run up on guys that want to raise their hand. They run up on insecure guys, people that don't know who they are, people that don't realize what's going on. They think, oh, man, prestige, power, fame, glory. It's all bullshit. That's who they roll up on, because they're insecure. They want to fit in, they want to feel. And trust me, the guys that are in that for real, they recognize that. That guy's insecure. I'm going to use him. It's a vicious game, man. Big bad wolf. Yeah. You know, and that's what I like about motorcycle clubs, man. And motorcycle riding in general. My friend Brian's watching, him and the guys that I ride with in Sacramento, guys I know other places. Yep, take advantage of the vulnerable. That's how they do it, man. But the motorcycle community. Hey, look, the first time I rode to Arizona, we stopped in Prim. We got snowmobile mittens on our motorcycles. We're riding in freezing cold weather. One Stop Property, what's up? Raj, what's up, brother? And we're in a casino. I came out to the bike. There was about 10 guys from a motorcycle club, and they're looking at our bikes because all of them got snowmobile mittens. They go, is that your bike? I go, yeah, what's up? They go, what's that? And I go, those are snowmobile mittens. How you doing? My name's Mitch, and blah, blah, blah. And I know one of your brothers, so-and-so, and he lives by me now. And it's all in Texas. That's why some people join. Yeah. So, you look somebody in the eye, you shake their hand, you talk to them like a man, you're going to get respect. So here's guys in a motorcycle club. I'm obviously not in a motorcycle club. I don't have a patch on. We talked about 15 minutes or so, went in the casino. Hey, have a great day. You know what I mean? That's right, Oos. The motorcycle community is different. Guys in clubs, guys that ride together, not in clubs. Clifford, wow. Brother, Clifford? Wow. Wow. Yeah, so bike clubs are different. Motorcycle riders are different. It's, when I say, hey, what's up, brother? I mean, what's up, brother? You know? And when we go to bike night, uh, Mr. Tommy, come on, man. You held loser's hair while Clifford stabbed him, right? Uh, yeah, so anyway, we go to bike night. Guys, they're not my brothers, but they're motorcycle riders, right? And me and Brian would walk around and go, hey, that's a nice paint job on that bike. Who did that? And it's a Mexican dude, and he's got his homies with him, his brothers, right? We're not brothers, but we're comrades on the road, right? Because we're all riding motorcycles together. There's a camaraderie there, even though I don't call him brother, but we can communicate and talk and kick it. Somebody in the motorcycle community calls you brother, it means something. It doesn't mean I'm going to use you up. It means I got love for you. If I can help you out with something, I will. And it also means if you're in need, your brothers are going to step up and help you out. Whether you're in a group of guys that ride together, whether you're in a group of guys that go to bike night every week together, in a club, you give respect to get respect. It's simple, being honest, no bullshit, dude. Right. And it's same with clubs. You're a club member. Your brothers look out for you. You're in a group of guys that ride together. Like I ride with guys in SAC when I was in California, and still now we're gonna ride together. 6, 8 of us. We ride together. We're brothers and we're friends, and it's real shit. It's not based on power, prestige, ego. It might be ego like, hey, I got a better bike than you. Or, hey, look at that nice exhaust I got on my bike. Or, hey, I ride an Indian. But it's not, I got power over you and I'm a shot caller over you and I'm going to make you do something you don't want to do because you joined my thing and you got to do it. It's nothing like that. It's based on love. It's based on respect. I hear you, truckers used to be the shit as well. Yeah, so, if you want to belong to something, you don't really want to go a full-blown gangster. You could join a riding club. They're not a motorcycle club, they're just a riding club. And I remember when I did 3 paintings for the combat veterans. Yeah, that's right, Les. The Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association out of the Sacramento area. One of the guys asked me to do a side patch design for him. I did 3 side patch designs for him, and they voted on one. They made a patch out of it, and I saw it, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, And I said, you could put those paintings up in your clubhouse. He said, we don't have a clubhouse. I said, why not? He said, because we're not a club. They're a motorcycle association of combat veterans, and they're good dudes. So there's various ways to become a part of the motorcycle community. You can become a full-blown outlaw motorcycle rider, join a 1%er club. You can join a riding club that gets together on the weekends and goes on rides. You can be in a motorcycle association. You can be part of Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. It's various from one end to the other, right? But when you pull off the road and you're getting gas and you're just riding your bike and you see a guy with a patch on, he's a 1%er club, nice bike, nice bike. You can communicate. There's a camaraderie there. Then he's going to ride off to his brothers and you're going to ride off to your thing. It's just a beautiful deal, man. It really is. And I love it. And I'm blessed to be out here doing it. Well, you know, Mike Thompson, motorcycle clubs are only treacherous from the point of view of the news media and law enforcement. Uh, yeah, that's right, Brian. Uh, you know, since you work for law enforcement, it probably does seem very treacherous and dangerous. Um, yep. There you go, Les. uh, you know, it only seems treacherous because you work for law enforcement. If you're really a part of it, it's not very treacherous at all. Um, you know, I've been in the garage with guys from a motorcycle club, and they're talking about their kids in school, and they're talking about paying their bills, and they're talking about, man, I got to figure out. Greetings from Copenhagen, Denmark. What's up, Alan? Thanks for tuning in. They're talking about normal, everyday shit. And they're the same guys that the news media and law enforcement tell you they're going to eat your kids, and then you believe it because you're a fucking moron. Um, Guys who ride motorcycles have a calling for freedom and life that, you know, it just, yeah, we're Americans, man. Constitutional riders. I love that term. I love that club name. I love it. We're Americans, man. And I don't care if you're a one percenter club, a riding club, and it's riding association, whatever. We're Americans. We love freedom, and that's what it's all about. Wow. See that motorcycle painting back there? That's a print. Let's see. Mike is in here. I think he's weak. I'm nobody but his side. I agree with the old snapper. Come on, Mr. Tommy. Road Toaster of a ride is now over, brother. Of course, I had to dip for a minute and take care of some business, and thankfully came out. Roger, we love you. I'm gonna have to give you a call tomorrow, brother, because I haven't heard from you in a while. We moved to Arizona. You see the new thing here. I love you, Raj. Kenny Hurley, Tommy asked too many questions. Club's done. Go for that. We'll try and hit you up at the end of the week, brother. Give me a call, Roger. I got the same number. We live in Arizona now. We got a house. Yeah, it's Mike. Yeah. You see this thing here? So this is what I did in prison. Right? Yeah, I'm an artist. I can paint just about anything, right? That's called a stopple, oil-filled thing, dogs, right? Look at this. See that? This is a print, by the way. Couple guys riding together. Bye-bye, Felicia. So this is something I painted in prison. This is what was in my fucking head. Brothers riding together, Yeah, we got to talk, Raj. Felix W. Lots of motorcycle rides up here in Montana. Great. Yeah, the good working, hard working. Thank you, bro. So this is what was in my head when I was in prison. This is what carried me through. That's what carried me through prison, man. Was the memory of the friends I had, the brothers I had when I was on the street. One of which lives in Las Vegas. And he's just so glad to see me free, and he's still riding. you know, those motorcycles are what I remember guys riding, choppers, you know. We used to get, they all had Triumphs and BSAs, and Tommy would chop them up and make stretchers out of them. And then I got a shovel head, and I was the youngest guy with the biggest bike, you know, it was a trip. But I remember Joey, who lives in Las Vegas now, and Tommy, they would hug me and say, hey, brother. That's right, Roger, thank you, brother. They'd hug me and say, hey, brother, you got to slow down, man, or you're going to go to prison. And I was such a fucked up 17-year-old kid that I would say, hey, I don't give a fuck. I was mad at the world. I was mad at everything. Uh, I had a fucked up upbringing. And my way of dealing with it was to snort crank, sell drugs, ride motorcycles, and beat people up. And, you know, and it ended up getting me a life sentence. But them guys will hug me and tell me, brother, we love you and we don't want to see you go to prison. Yeah, I never forget that. Them guys love me, you know. More than any fucking bullshit gang or Joe Citizen motherfucker. You know, those guys love me, and a lot of them are dead now. But I got contact with one of my brothers from my childhood that lives in Las Vegas, and I go see him, and you know, I could tell that yes, it makes his heart, it does his heart well to see me. You know, he's like tells us all, hey Vivian, look at Mitch's bike. You know, he's glad to see me free, and he's glad to see me ride motorcycles and living life. And so that's a brotherhood. Yeah, they were back then, but with some guys, they were not talked about well. A lot of guys didn't like them, to be honest. Yeah, so uh, so guys that I knew in the motorcycle community that I grew up around as a kid never forgot me as an adult. Almost 40 fucking years later, when I got out, they're like, brother, you're out. Just, uh, you know what I'm saying? That's the motorcycle community, period. Um, Whether you're in New York or Florida or California or Texas or New Mexico, doesn't matter where you're at, Montana. You know, I met some guys up in Stockton that watch my channel. I met some guys in Richmond that watch my channel from Montana. It just blows my mind. Manic Hispanic. Last week you spoke of who's did GP must have been a stone cold. Have you talked to anybody who did time with? I have not talked to anybody who did time with Wes Watson because he did time in low-level prisons and he ended up paroling from a PC yard. Michael Sizemore. Man, Mike Sizemore. Are you related to a guy who was in a motorcycle club? Just curious. Good night, Jason. Oh, the guy I talked about was Danny Dog, and that's my homeboy. And okay, Mike, just curious. Uh, Danny Dog was a excuse me. Let's see what this is. I like that, Michael. Danny Dog was not a dropout. He actually just quit. And codes of men on the water. Yeah, so Danny Dog didn't drop out. Danny Dog quit, and he told him, I'm done. And, the way it was described to me by him, he got it a 4A, which is a shoe unit in Folsom, and Old Folsom, and this is in the 70s. Folsom. Snake. There a real mic beside me. Yeah, there might be. I got a low battery. Yeah, there's also a guy at a motorcycle club named Sizemore. But anyways, Danny got out of the shoe. He had 6 months of house. And bring it out of the feds. And man, 5-year-old. Couldn't even. Yeah, it sucks, Swamp Man. Manic Hispanic. He's talking about the FTR bike. That's a badass bike. Anyways, Danny got out of he was 6 months of house. They told me he wants you to kill somebody. Told me, fuck you, I ain't killing shit, I'm out. And he stayed on the main line. And he went back to prison when he got out. And he was in that movie Heat with Al Pacino. I don't know. Anyways, he was a stand-up dude, and he was a friend of mine. But I love him. That's why I did a video about him, to give a tribute to him, you know. That's, you know what I mean? The new Indian Scrambler. That's the FTR. That's a badass motorcycle. I know a guy in San Diego was told he got one. He inherited some money, got an FTR, and he says, fuck them Harleys. This thing will go 140 miles an hour, and he loves it. And he's a club member, so, you know. But I like my new, my Indian. I love it. Corcoran was a piece of cake, man. Hey, look, Mr. Tommy, Mike Thompson. Corcoran was only vicious if you owed money and you couldn't pay. But you were in PHU, so, you know, you were safe. Getting a refill. Yeah, what's up, Will? I'll be up there towards the end of the month, bro, to pick up the truck and drop off my motorcycle. So we'll have to hook up. You know, folks, I've been through a lot of shit in life, and can club members ride an Indian? Hell yeah, they can ride an Indian. It's an American motorcycle, bro. From what I understand, most motorcycle clubs, 1%er clubs, they got to ride an Indian motorcycle. Yeah. Yeah. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. You know, I got fucking shitty childhood, fucked up stepdad, you know, juvenile hall, youth authority, prison. You've seen my stories here. But the bottom line is, look, I'm alive. I'm free. We got a home here in Arizona. I love it. We got the Heart Intention family. I got brothers I ride motorcycles with. Yeah, Mike was Charlie's lover in PHU. I wouldn't doubt it. Did you see that photograph I posted? Yeah. Who's punk now? Yeah, who had the long hair? You know, you can't. Love you, brother. So I love you too. I've met some great people out here in the world. I met some good people in prison. I have just outstanding, phenomenal. Mike Mario, thanks for me. Thank you, brother. I have a great family, and I have a great family in the Heart Intentions community, and I have a great family in Sacramento and San Diego and Oceanside and over in Santa Cruz, people I ride with, and I'm blessed. I have no I have no bitterness towards what I've been through in life. I put myself in positions. I signed up for certain shit. I had to write it out, and I had no idea what that meant because I was a kid. But now I'm an adult, and I became an adult in prison. And fortunately, I had people. Did Mike Thompson end up? He didn't go back to prison yet. Interviewed Turkey Loco. Love the channel. Red Dye, you got a great wife. Yeah, that's right, Red Dye. Thank you, brother. Doug the Thug, his name says it all. You know, he was from another time that's gone. You'd never be another Doug the Thug. He's a legend for a reason. Yeah, so, you know, whatever you're going through in life, look, if you've got some bad fucking times going on, you can come out of it. I'm proof. I'm living example. Don't be fucking bitter. Move forward, one step at a time, one day at a time, and make it happen. Chin up, chest out, folks. I'm gonna have to sign off, go in and get ready for the, you know, I gotta take my shower and hit the fart sack, right? But thanks for tuning in. It's been a good conversation. You know, I love this channel. I love the people on it. And like I said before, you make it happen. And thanks for tuning, folks. Money for PC, very, very few people in it. I think that's a good. That's right, brother. Good night, Roger. Good night, Trucking. Good night, Brian. I love you, brother. Good night, Sharon. Peace. Get out there and do it hard, man. It's a brand new year. Blessings, Will. Manic Hispanic. Good night, brother. Good night, homeboy. And you know what? People from San Diego are special. That's right, brother. Good night. Good night, Oos. Get out there and do it hard, man. It's a brand new year, brand new month. Get out there and do it hard. Les Duffy. Yeah, ask Mundo. He'll tell you. Good night, Tank Dog. Good night, Les. OCD Dexter. Good night, brother. Good night, folks. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for Greg Ayala. Thank you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. Take care. Don't let no one stand in your way this year. It's your year. Do it hard. Good night, folks.